Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure is a state-of-the-art Intamin motorbike coaster with immense theming that opened in 2019 inside of the Wizarding World section of Islands of Adventure in Orlando, Florida. Themed to Hagrid's motorbike taking guests through the Forbidden Forest, the ride has a ton of theming elements and animatronics throughout its long ride duration, with many references to stuff from the Harry Potter books and movies. The ride replaced the beloved Dueling Dragons coaster, which opened with the park in 1999, and I think it is a very worthy successor, especially in conjunction with Velocicoaster. The stats are very misleading for how good the ride actually is, with a height of only 65 feet, speed of 50 miles per hour, and a length of 5,053 feet, but this ride proves stats aren't always everything. Another actually impressive stat for Hagrid's is its launches, with the ride boasting 7 of them throughout the layout, some of which definitely being better than others. The ride also has a backward section with a reverse launch and spike as well, as one of the only drop tracks in the US. The trains on Hagrid's are very unique, with both a sidecar seat and motorbike seat on either side of the train, with a standard lap bar. Pretty much everyone says the motorbike is best, and I would agree, but the sidecar is still almost as good, just at a slightly lower height and without handlebars to hold on to, which admittedly feels really cool, especially towards the front, with no one blocking your view. The queue line for Hagrid's is also very well themed, with a pre-show showcasing the motorbike you will be riding, as well as great views of the attraction itself, really the only good views you can get of it, period. The main ride platform also has a moving loading station with a moving walkway, which makes operations even faster. But the theming does not stop after the queue line, unlike other attractions such as Velocicoaster in the same park. It continues and is even mainly present during the actual ride, which makes this easily one of the best themed coasters in the world. The ride begins with a little booster launch after a little turn out of the station, along with Hagrid starting to guide you throughout your journey. You then eventually go into a bigger launch, into a few twists and hills, into the first main show scene with an impressive Hagrid animatronic and a creature animatronic as well. The ride exits Hagrid's hut into another fun launch right through some stone archways before diving to the left into some really fun transitions over the water, some turns close enough to where you can feel you can touch the water. I really thought I could touch the water while riding on the sidecar especially, so both seats have some benefits to them. The ride enters another small launch into a few more twists before riders can see the Fluffy, the three-headed dog animatronic, before launching into the ride's spike, which is especially fun towards the front of the train with a cool hang time sensation. After the spike, the ride enters a backwards launch through a small backward section before going indoors to see a centaur and stopping because you are caught in Devil's Snare. At the Devil's Snare section, this is where the 17 feet drop track is, which gives a great pop of airtime. The ride then exits the indoor section to the ride's fastest launch of 50 miles per hour, with smoke effects going off to the side of the train. The ride goes through a couple twists until it reaches the final brake run, with the final creature animatronics to see, a mom and baby unicorn. Overall, Hagrid's is one of the best themed coasters in the theme park industry at the moment, and is easily one of my favorite coasters overall. The ride blends theming and thrills really well, with fun launches, animatronics, audio, and a drop track all mixed into one fantastic ride. The audio really improves the ride in my opinion. It really immerses riders into the attraction, tricking them into thinking Hagrid is really guiding you through the Forbidden Forest. The ride is also great just to watch, and I love taking videos and pictures of the attraction while in the ride's exit queue, especially when two trains pass the main section at the same time. Some of the launches were also surprisingly fun, especially the final launch. The ride is butter smooth as well, so it's very re-rideable, and you definitely want to do that once you have ridden it for the first time. It's not quite my favorite ride in the park, but Islands of Adventure is stacked with world-class attractions, including Velocicoaster and Forbidden Journey, so it's nothing too surprising. This ride gets crazy wait times, as I mentioned before, so I would definitely recommend either rope dropping this ride right when the park opens for a walk-on ride, or utilize the single rider line if it's available, but that's no guarantee. I really love this ride, and it's kind of hard to describe how a ride with such mediocre stats can be so good, but this ride is. So I definitely try to recommend this ride when you visit Islands of Adventure, as it's easily one of the best rides in Florida and the world even. Be sure to subscribe for more coaster reviews, and definitely be on the lookout for Universal Orlando videos in the near future.